Hey y'all, let's get right into it. Yes, I am a childless bonus mom. I went from 0 kids to 5 kids. Now, it was a journey, but it is a beautiful one, and I am here to tell you that you can do it. If it's something that you want to do, if it's something that you're experiencing, I just want you to know that you are not by yourself. And I just want to share with you how I maneuvered through it, how I started, and how it's going right now. Also, I want to, tell you a few of the things that I learned along the way and the things that I'm still learning. Now, before all of this, I was a single bachelorette doing her own thing, and I just bumped into my Prince Charming, and he ended up already having kids. And sometimes it's just how things happen. He told me he had kids. I was actually kind of taken aback because he looks a little younger than I thought he was. And then when he told me how many he had, I was like, what? But it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. He asked me up front, he was like, if that's not something that you can deal with, just let me know, because I love my kids. They're everything to me and they come first. And I'm not going to be upset if you can't deal with it, because I know you don't have kids, and I know this, it'll be all new for you. So I'll understand. And honestly, I was not really just just nervous that he had that many kids. I was just nervous because I didn't have any. And so I was like, can I do this? And then me, I'm one that's up for a challenge. Plus at this time, me and him had been dating for a little while, and I was falling for him, and I didn't feel like him having children would get in the way of things, because children are a blessing. And I don't have any kids. I want children. And so, like I said, I didn't feel like it was a burden. Now, going into this, I had already met my in-laws, and they gave me, a little advice, just a little tidbits about the children. The boys, they were really just chill, laid back. They didn't really care. They did want their dad to finally settle down. But, they told me, they really just chill. They don't really require much. But his daughter, they told me that I might have, a little pushback when it come to her, because she didn't care for anybody that he dated. And to her, she was the only woman in his life, and she didn't want to share the spotlight, like that's her daddy and that's it. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, is she gonna like me? Like, is she gonna be me? You just have all of these feelings. Yes, I'm an adult and I shouldn't be caring about that, but at the same time I do, because these are important people in his life, and I want to be an important person in his life, and I just want us to all be able to coexist. And I'm not saying that I was just like, oh well, I need to do this, I need to do that for her to like me, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be myself. But coming into the situation, you do want them to like you, because to me, if the kids don't like you, it can kind of put a little pressure on the relationship. That's just me personally. My husband told me that if the kids didn't like me, that they really just had to grow to learn me and love me because of who he knew I was. But he was like, I didn't have that to worry about, but I still had all of the pressure of everything that everybody else told me about the kids on me. So I just had to, I guess, just calm down and just see what it was gonna be like. So the first time meeting them, like they said, the boys was chill. They told me their names. I actually helped pick out their outfits for, I think it was Thanksgiving, and I asked them, did they like them? And the boys were like, yeah, they really liked them, and this and that. And the daughter, she didn't say nothing to me. Like, I asked them, what their names were, and told them that they were handsome. And me and her was sitting at the table eating together, and I was like, what's your name? And she was just like this, and she was like, and I was like, okay, So I continued to talk to Peanut. He's the baby boy, because he was talking to me. And so then she eventually said, my name is Lisa, girl. And I was like, okay. I said, you're so pretty. And she just you know. And I was like, oh my God, she already don't like me. You know, this is how I was feeling. But the next time we had a little get together, we all was there, and my little cousin had came and gave me a hug. And Elisa girl, the baby girl, she walked up to me and gave me a hug. She gave me a hug, y'all, because I wasn't gonna, you know, ask her to give me a hug or anything like that. Like, I'm not aggressive like that. Plus, you know, when she was ready to open up, I wanted her to do it on her own. And y'all, she gave me a hug, and I felt like we had a breakthrough. We had a breakthrough, because even his mama was like, did she hug you? I said, yes, she gave me a hug. And she was like, oh, girl, you in there. I was like, okay. So after that night, you know, me and the boys actually laughed and talked. Peanut, he would show me things on his device and stuff like that, or just, you know, just talk to me about anything. So we dated for a few more months after that, and we decided to move in together. Now I have the anxiety of, oh my God, are they gonna like the house? Is it enough space here for them? Do we have what they need? Are they gonna like my cooking? I don't want to overstep my bounds as a bonus mom and feel like, you know, I'm this mean step parent. Like, you know, I had all of these feelings in my mind, and I told my husband at the time, my husband now, I told him at the time, I was like, you know, I'm worried about all of these things. And he was like, baby, don't worry about it. The kids like you, and they don't require much, you know. But in my mind, I don't have kids, so I don't know. And I just want to make sure they have everything that they need. Yeah, I was in here like buying pillows and like trying to rearrange the living room and get certain decor, sending him pictures like, do you think they're gonna like this? And he was like, baby, calm down, they are children, they do not care. But in my mind, I'm like, everything gotta be perfect, everything has to be perfect. But I decided to calm down, and they finally came, and we had our first night as a family in the home, and it went wonderful. Like, everything was good. All they needed was the TV, outlets to charge up their devices, Wi-Fi for their devices, to play games with us, you know, like quality time, laugh, joke, play, you know. That was all that they needed, and a good meal and snacks in between, honey. That's all they needed, and I was able to do that. And when I went to sleep, I was like, okay, I did it. When I woke up the next morning, just thinking about the night before, I was like, oh my God, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, all those nerves for nothing. Next thing was when it came to, you know, telling them right from wrong or being a disciplinary. Like, I didn't want to feel like I was overstepping my bounds, so I just wouldn't say anything. You know, I tell my husband, and you know, he'll say something, but then, you know, it got to the point to where it's like he wasn't here, so should I say something, should I not say something? I don't want to start anything. I don't want them to think I'm being mean or anything like that. So I was kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place, and I had to talk to my husband about that, because I was like, I don't want to come off as just, you know, them thinking that I'm mean or anything like that. But he also reiterated to me, like, baby, this is your house too, and you are the grown-up, they are children. You are supposed to tell them right from wrong. Like, I'm not saying beat on them or anything like that, but when it comes to correcting them, yes, you should correct them. You don't always have to wait for me to correct them. We are a unit, and they, you know, they respect you. Like I told him, I was like, you know, but I'm not their mom, so like, I don't want to do too much. And he was like, no, you're not their mom. He said, but you are their bonus mom. You take care of them like their mom does. You do everything that they need, so they can respect you and respect the house. Rules are rules, basically, is what he was telling me. And he was like, you are not overstepping your bounds by telling my children right from wrong. He was like, that's just another way of showing that you love them, because if you let them run around the house and do whatever they want to do, then you're just going to be sitting there looking crazy. He said, because when it comes to me, I'm not going for that. And he was like I said, I'm not always here, so speak up and tell them right from wrong. You know, after that, you know, that's what I would do. If they were doing something they had no business doing, or if I needed them to do something, all I had to do was ask. I really don't have to holler and scream, because when I say they are very respectful, sweet and loving children. Like, very. Sometimes you don't even know that they're here. But also, when it comes to disciplining them, Jesus Christ, when it comes to disciplining them, I don't really do that. I don't feel like I should put my hands on them or anything like that. Now, the baby boy, he may get a pop or put in time out or anything like that, but that's just because he's 2. You know, he has to learn right from wrong as well. But I don't really like whooping kids. I want the father to be more of the disciplinarian, because I feel so bad when I get on them or, you know, discipline them in any kind of way. So, you know, I just want to be the one that's, you know, just talk to them like, hey, it's okay. You know, we just can't do that. Now, granted, sometimes I have to raise my voice because, you know, they may not be listening. But at the same time, like I said, that's very seldom because they are very chill kids. And I want to leave you with a few tips from my personal experience. So tip number 1, think about if this is something that you really want to do. No, you are not a full-time mom, but it's like you're a part-time mom. You know, like you're the bonus mom. So being part-time, you still have to clock in and do your job. And this is a tough but beautiful journey. So like I said, just see if it's something that you want to do. And no, you are not selfish if you choose not to do it. So like I said, just think about it if it's something that you want to do. Tip number 2, yes, since you are not a mom, everybody around you that are moms, they're going to give you advice on the children and how to do things. But all I can say is just figure out how to do things on your own. Get to know the children, get to know the things that they like, they dislike, and anything that makes them uncomfortable or comfortable, and just maneuver through it how you see fit. Number 4, as bonus moms, we don't want to feel like we are overstepping our bounds when it comes to someone else's children. But you also have to remember, you are the woman of this house. And when they come over here, the rules apply to them as well. No, you don't want to be classified as the mean bonus mom, stepmom, whatever you call yourself. No, you don't want to be classified as that. But you also don't want them to run over you. Number 5, don't force it. The best thing you can do to make things go smooth is love them, care for them, and nurture them. Everything else will fall into place. Number 6. When it comes to a blended family, you have to communicate. Because if you don't, as a childless bonus mom, you will be a ball of nerves. You're a ball of nerves in itself because you don't have children. So to go from no kids to having kids is a lot. So just always communicate your feelings and the anxiety that you have, because 100% of the time it's just you overthinking, and your partner will reassure you that you are doing a wonderful job and that you just need to chill out. Number 7, it's okay to say no. You are not here to be a yes ma'am. You are not here to be yes ma'am. So teaching them that you have boundaries is okay. You are here to help with the betterment of their well-being and their upbringing. So it's okay to say no. Number 8, baby, calm down. Be calm. This is not a race. This is a beautiful journey. It has its highs and its lows, but all we can do is ride the wave. And yes, this is a thankless job, but I am thankful to be in their lives. Seeing those beautiful smiles and receiving those warm hugs is thanks enough. And I just want you to know that you are not by yourself, baby girl. We are in this together. I hope this video helped with your journey of being or becoming a childless bonus mom. And I will see y'all on the next video. Peace. I love you.